Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Cozey, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE 2K World Champion. Today, we're going to be going over all the editions of WWE 2K24 in depth and see what each one includes and what edition should you buy. Another thing I quickly want to mention, I do get to play the game almost a day early because I live in Australia, and I'm going to be live streaming that, so make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of the updates that I'm doing on WWE 2K24, and you don't want to miss out on early gameplay. So we're going to start off going through all the editions here on the WWE2K.com website. We're here on the standard edition of the game here, and we've got all our options here, and that is sort of irrelevant. Now, I want to point to the fact here straight away. This edition also includes 2K24 for PS4. That's because if you buy the game digitally on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, the only way to get those editions is by buying the cross-gen edition. So the standard edition and the cross-gen edition on PS5 and Series X and S are the exact same as the standard edition. Let's make that clear right away. Now, if you're in the US, you also get 1 month free of Peacock, I think, with any edition you buy. I don't know if it has to be from 2K or not. I would imagine, though, this isn't a huge selling point for anyone, so we're going to move past that. So, with every edition of the game, if you pre-order it, or you get the Deluxe and 40 Years edition, which we'll talk about soon, you get WWE 2K24 Standard Edition pre-order bonus is the Nightmare Family Pack. I took an L, I was certain it was CM Punk, I apologise. So on the Nightmare Family Pack, you get Dusty Rhodes, the 1976 version, and a My Faction card for him. You get Stardust. Cody said he never wanted anything to do with Stardust back. Well, look at that. He's a pre-order bonus in 2K24. Who would have predicted that 8 years ago? The Undashing Cody Rhodes, so he's got the mask on. And Billy Graham, along with a Mattel Cody Rhodes. Thankfully, he's actually in the game. The Mattel guy is in the game as a part of a pre-order bonus this time. If you remember last year, 2K24 John Cena was an exclusive if you bought a WWE figure that qualified from Walmart, which when I was in the US last year, I actually did. And guess what? I don't play My Faction. I used him once. And Pharaoh Manager as a My Faction card. This is the only thing that has me tempted. A dog as a manager in a game. And that's all the extra goodies you get for pre-ordering and getting the cross-gen standard edition of WWE 2K24. Now, I must stress that the standard edition is possible to purchase just for PS5 or Series X and S physically, and you won't be able to play the old version of the game. Xbox might be different. Don't quote me on that, because Xbox Play Anywhere is a thing, but yeah, if you buy the PS5 disc, it won't work on PS4. Now, one of the big what should I do moments with this game is if you still have a PS4 or Xbox One, like many people do, there is an option. Should you buy the cross-gen digital edition, or should you buy the standard edition? Now, I just headed over to the PlayStation Store here for reference. The standard edition of WWE 2K24 for the PS4 is $60 plus tax, and that's the PS4 version. And the cross-gen edition, which is the only way to buy the standard digital version on the PS5, is $70. So you're paying, 70 plus tax. So you're paying an extra $10 to get the cross-gen digital edition. Now remember, the only difference here is that you get the past-gen game or the next-gen game, depending on what console you're still on. So in my opinion, if you still have a PS4 or an Xbox One, should you get the cross-gen digital edition? In my honest opinion, maybe only if you're looking to get the next-gen console in the next 3 months after the game releases. You can still play the PS4 version on the PS5, you can still play the Xbox One version on the Xbox Series X and S. So the extra $10, is it worth it? The game will run just as good on Xbox Series X and S and PS5. And now you will see some slight graphical increases if you do have the next gen copies, but that's why I'm saying think about it. If you're going to get 2K25 and you're not going to get the PS5 or Xbox Series X or S for another 6 months, maybe don't worry about getting the cross-gen digital edition. It's an extra $10, but it might be worth just saving the money and buying some DLC or some VC or something with that cash. So both cross-gen and standard editions released on the 8th of March 2024. less than 2 months away. Heading over to the Deluxe Edition and the 40 Years of WrestleMania Edition, you will get to pick up the game March 5th. So 3 days early access if you get the higher tiered editions. Now, in all these editions, it will include the cross-gen edition. So if you buy it digitally. So if you get these games digitally, no matter what console you're on, PS4, PS5, or Xbox Series X and S or Xbox One, you will get to play on whatever console you want. So that's cool. You get to do that anyway. If you get the PS4 version, you can still play it on PS5, but I mean, you get to play the version on whatever console you are. Hopefully I'm not too confusing here. This stuff gets really confusing. So, but what do you actually get in the Deluxe Edition? Let's start. So you get 3 days early access. We've mentioned that. Nightmare Family Pack. We've talked about that. The Deluxe Edition content. Here we go. So you get the Season Pass, 5 DLC packs. My Rise Mega Boost. Supercharger. So that will unlock, I think, all the unlockables in the game. Probably excluding Showcase like it has the last couple of years. Rhea Ripley, My Faction. Bianca Belair, My Faction. Rhea Ripley alternate attire and Bianca Belair alternate attire. I really like that. Thank you for giving us alternate attires. Please give us more. And that's what you get for the Deluxe Edition. Now, the Deluxe Edition comes in at 100 plus tax. Whew. So, the extra $30, what does that really get you? Well, let's come back here. You get the Season Pass. So, $30 gets you the Season Pass. That's probably fair. I mean, there's 5 DLC packs. Say 5 guys in each. 25 guys. We'll take that. That's $30. That's a pretty good deal so far. Plus, you get all the extra little goodies. You get a little boost in My Rise. You unlock almost everything from launch. And some My Factions and alternate attires. So, if you're someone who loves new content, and also bearing in mind that 2K are cracking down more now on custom attires pulled from My Faction and all that stuff. If you're someone that does like all that stuff, the $30 may very well be worth it. Having said that though, if you're not sure that you want the DLC, you're not sure about the 3 days early access, I would hold off. I would just get the standard edition, and eventually things like Season Pass and Deluxe Edition upgrades will go on sale anyway. And again, if there's a pack that you don't really care about, you can buy the individual packs. I assume they're probably $10 each. There's one more edition to go. It is the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. This game looks sick. This cover, looks sick. Anyway, let's scroll through. So, we've seen everything else. We've seen the Nightmare Pack. We've seen the Early Access. We've seen the Deluxe Edition content. 40 Years of WrestleMania pack. Now, before we get into this, how much does the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition cost you? It is $120. So, it's another $20 on top of the $100 on the Deluxe. And then another $50 on top of the cross-gen. And another $60. It's double the price of the standard edition on previous generation. So over the Deluxe Edition, $20 extra, what does this get you? You get Showcase Superstars roster unlock. So I guess actually this will unlock all of the characters. So the Supercharger will unlock everything excluding Showcase. And then the Showcase Superstars roster unlock, I'd imagine, will just unlock all the roster, all the attires that come in 40 Years of WrestleMania. This probably does exclude all the arenas. So, for example, we will definitely get WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 22. I think we'll probably get WrestleMania 28, the once in a lifetime. And there's many more to look at across the list. I reckon all those are still going to be locked behind Showcase. And if you want to unlock those arenas, you're going to have to play through the mode. The WrestleMania 40 arena, yes. That's awesome. The Macho King, Randy Savage, WrestleMania 6, Rey Mysterio, WrestleMania 22, Triple H, WrestleMania 30, Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania 33. I'm seeing a little bit of conflicting information here on the PlayStation Store in the video we looked at yesterday, and it's still live right now. Charlotte Flair is listed to come with the WrestleMania 32 attire, not WrestleMania 33 that 2K's official website says. If I had to guess, we'd take 2K's official website with, that's what it is. But we are getting 2 bits of information, so take that with a grain of salt. Rhea Ripley, WrestleMania 36. That's awesome. That's when she faced Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 36. And that kind of tells me that match, all these matches here, won't be in WrestleMania Showcase. So Charlotte Flair's WrestleMania 33 match, Triple H's WrestleMania 30 match. That's a no-brainer. Rey Mysterio's WrestleMania 22 match, which was against Kurt Angle? It was against Randy Orton and Kurt Angle. So that's why we're not getting that. in Triple H, obviously Daniel Bryan. But these are cool attires that we're getting still, even if they're probably not in the 40 Years of WrestleMania showcase. And we get gold My Fashion cards for all of the above. The biggest thing I love out of this is the WrestleMania 40 arena. Dude, the game for 2 years now, 3 years in a row now, has released around WrestleMania time, and we haven't had an update with the new WrestleMania arena. Finally, whilst it's not free, it probably should be free, we're getting it. So this pack doesn't actually come out until post-launch, and they said in the summer. So you will have to wait a few months for that after launch, quite a few months. So that's another thing to consider. Is it worth the extra money when you don't actually get it right now? We'll see, I guess. So yeah, if you're someone that wants updated stuff, I would recommend the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. I mean, you get the season pass, so that's updates. You get the WrestleMania 40 arena, that's updates. And you get new attires for all these other guys here. Yeah, if you're someone that really wants all that extra stuff, I would absolutely go for the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. Because we don't know how much that pack's going to cost post-launch. We don't know if it's even going to be available post-launch for individual purchase. However, I would recommend for most of you to go for the standard or cross-gen edition of the game, and this is why. Most of the time, there's a lot of community creations. Like, we'll probably get a decent WrestleMania 40 arena on community creations after the fact. It won't be as good as the original, but, it'll still be pretty good. And all these guys may find their ways in community creation one way or another. They shouldn't. And 2K are supposedly going to start cracking down on it. But, time will tell. No matter what, and here's what I stress to you, no matter what you do, if you pre-order the game, you get a dog as a manager. Like, does it get any better than that? And another thing, look, early access is cool, but 3 days, is it worth the extra money? Honestly, if I wasn't a content creator, I'd probably buy the standard edition. But you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the big boy, the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition. So, yeah, I recommend the standard or cross-gen digital edition, and you can buy the DLC packs that you like post-launch, or find better versions in community creations, or better, or maybe not quite as good. We'll see. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, guys. A bit of a longer one, but I hope it gives you some more information. Let me know if I ramble too much. I love this stuff. 2K World Champ here, signing out. Make sure you stay tuned. Actually, I'm going to be releasing a video tomorrow, or I already released the video. I don't know the order of the videos, of me pre-ordering WWE 2K24, so stay tuned. Love you all. See you later.